right, let's talk about something huge happening in AI right now. We're not talking about just another small update or a little feature tweak. No, we're looking at two massive, fundamental shifts in what artificial intelligence can actually do, coming from two of the biggest names in the game, OpenAI and Tencent.
You know the drill with AI, right? You ask it a question, it gives you an answer. For years, we've treated it like this incredibly smart but, totally passive tool. We prompt it and it responds. But what if it could get ahead of you? What if it could figure out what you need before you even realize you need it? Well, that's exactly the territory OpenAI is pushing into.
And here's where it gets really interesting. While OpenAI is completely rethinking how we interact with AI, Tencent at the exact same time is revolutionizing how AI thinks. These aren't competing ideas. They're two separate breakthroughs on two different fronts, and together, they're pushing AI way beyond just being a question and answer machine.
Okay, so let's dive into this first one, OpenAI's ChatGPT Pulse. And look, this isn't just another feature. This is a whole new philosophy. The whole point is to change your AI assistant from something you use into a partner that actually works with you and even for you. So what is it? Think of Pulse as an AI that literally works the night shift for you. While you're sleeping, it securely connects to your stuff, your chats, emails, calendar, and gets to work. It sifts through everything to prepare a personalized briefing for your day, so the most important info is waiting for you before you've even had your coffee.
So how in the world does it pull this off? Well, it all starts with what they call asynchronous research. Basically, it does the heavy lifting overnight when systems are quiet. Then it analyzes all that context from your work life. From there, it boils it all down into these simple, easy-to-read morning cards. And the best part? It has an intelligent feedback loop, so it gets smarter and more tailored to you every single day.
And this isn't just a cool concept. It has some seriously practical uses. Picture this. You're a developer, and you wake up to a perfect summary of your team's sprint progress. Or maybe you're a product manager about to jump into a big meeting, and you've already got a pre-briefing on everyone involved. For pretty much anyone, it's about cutting out the noise and getting straight to what matters.
Now, let's switch gears over to Tencent, because they're tackling AI from a completely different angle. If Pulse changes the AI's behavior toward us, Tencent's Parallel R1 is changing the AI's actual brain. This is all about the deep-down, core architecture of how a model thinks its way through a problem. And this quote just nails the concept. See, most AIs today reason in a straight line, one step after another. If it takes a wrong turn early on, well, the whole answer can be flawed. Parallel R1 is different. It's designed to think more like we do, branching out and exploring a bunch of different angles at once before it commits to an answer.
So yeah, they call this parallel reasoning. It's an architecture that lets an AI spawn multiple, independent lines of thought to wrestle with a tough problem. It's not just about finding one answer. It's about exploring many, checking them against each other, and then pulling together the best possible solution.
Here's the play-by-play. When the AI hits a critical fork in the road, instead of just picking one path and hoping for the best, it actually launches several what-if scenarios at the same time. It lets each of those threads explore its own path. Then it brings all that learning back together to make the main line of thinking way smarter and more robust.
And the results? They're staggering. When they put this thing up against ridiculously hard math problems, we're talking elite competition level, Parallel R1 showed an accuracy bump of over 40%. Now, in the AI world, that's not just an improvement, that is a massive, massive leap forward.
But this next number, this might be the real bombshell. The model hit a 100% self-correction capability in their tests. Just think about that for a second. It's not just better at getting the right answer, it's now able to find and fix its own mistakes as it's working. When it comes to trust and reliability in AI, this is an absolute game changer. So, let's pull back and put these two innovations side by side. On the surface, they seem totally different, right? But when you look at them together, they paint a really clear picture of where all of this is going.
This chart lays it out perfectly. You've got OpenAI's Pulse, which is all in on the user experience, making AI proactive and anticipatory. And then you've got Tencent's Parallel R1, which is all about the deep-down reasoning, making the AI's core problem-solving fundamentally more powerful and, well, more human.
If you want to boil it all down to one sentence, here it is. Pulse is reinventing the AI's interface with our world, while Parallel R1 is reinventing the AI's engine. One changes how AI helps us, and the other changes how AI thinks. When you put these two together, it really feels like we're entering a new era. For the past few years, the big race in AI has just been about who can build the biggest model. But now that focus is starting to shift. The future of AI is about being smarter, not just bigger.
It's about building in anticipatory intelligence that actually gets us. It's about self-verifying reasoning that we can finally trust. We are seeing a major shift from just scaling the size of these models to scaling their sophistication.
So here's the bottom line. With innovations like Pulse and Parallel R1, we're witnessing the birth of an AI that does way more than just respond to us. We're seeing an AI that anticipates our needs, that reasons in complex ways, and that is starting to truly understand our world. And that changes absolutely everything.